But I do want to introduce our next guest, our third guest in a total of three. I've been hyping him. He's one of the richest men in the world, I believe. I mean, maybe he's not. Maybe I don't know.
I am one of the richest men in the world. There are a lot of Arabs ahead of me, but
a lot of sultans and princes.
As far as white men goes, I am perhaps the richest.
And let me introduce you. You're the creator or inventor, I'm not sure which term is correct.
Both are correct.
Okay, of Facebook, which is a website, a very popular social networking site.
The most popular.
The most?
Of course.
And this is Mark Zuckerberg. How are you?
Thank you. I asked you to introduce me as punk billionaire genius.
Sorry about that. I kind of saw that and thought it was a joke, so I just kind of decided not to say it.
It's quite serious. I am all three.
Okay.
Punk, a genius, and a billionaire.
Well, now, Mark, the timing of this interview is
it's
a little...
It's good to confirm your friendship, Scott. I'm a big fan of your data.
Do you mean the radio program? The ones and zeros that make up the audio file?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Everything is data.
Okay.
That was a great little data you just sang there too. By the way,
thanks.
I enjoyed that.
Well, Mark,
I'm just like you.
I have to say, you contacted our booking agent
yes.
to get on the show, and I kind of thought the timing of it was a little suspect because,
right.
I saw you on the Oprah show, and you donated that $100 million to a school
Black
district.
Children.
To
yes,
a school district. And I thought the timing of that was a little weird, and now, there's a movie that is about you. A movie called The Social Movie called The Social Network.
Movie called The Social Network to black children in Newark.
Movie called The Social Network that just came out and is a big hit, and everyone seems to think you're a little bit of a monster.
Excuse me? A monster of coding. I am a code master, but that's what you're saying.
It just seems to me like you're doing a little PR damage control here.
There is a lot of negative PR. But like I said, I've given a lot of money to black children.
Yeah, and we covered that extensively.
I went to Harvard. Did you know that?
I did not know that. Is that where you performed? No, you were at Yale.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
What did you think of Mike's story about being over there at Yale?
That was a hilarious data. That was really great.
Oh, thank you very much.
Well, I just think
you should really share that.
I mean, I can't pass up this opportunity to talk to you without sort of asking you some tough questions that have arisen because of the movie The Social Network, based, of course, on the book The Accidental Billionaires. I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is in the movie it paints a portrait of you as basically a thief, a man who has stolen the idea.
Is a great tie you're wearing. Where'd you get that?
Just a men's clothing store, Wide and Tall.
Oh, I have to try that out.
So back to my question: did you steal the idea for Facebook, or did you?
I'm having a party this weekend in my backyard, and Cirque du Soleil is going to be there. I'd like to invite you. I'd like to invite all of you.
Which show of Cirque du Soleil?
A show I came up with.
Oh, really? What do you call it?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Okay. Usually they have very French, arty names.
Mark Zuckerberg.
You can't just pronounce it in almost a French accent and have it be a Cirque du Soleil title.
Well, anyway, I want to invite you. They're going to be there and performing Beatles songs and
It sounds like the show Love, actually. Not.
Well, they changed all the words to be about me.
What do they say about you? Is it about how you stole
I want to be your Facebook friend, that kind of thing.
Anything about how you stole the idea for Facebook? Any songs about that?
All right.
Maybe,
okay, Scott.
I get by stealing a little Facebook from my friends? Or
that's a good one. Right there.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
This is the story, okay? I was at Harvard, and there were these twins, and I went into their dorm room, and they had this idea up on their wall, and we all know what's a wall for. What are walls for?
Protective shelter, many would say. Privacy.
No. They're for sharing ideas. Walls are for sharing ideas. They always have been.
Well, I know on Facebook your wall is for sharing what's happening to you. Is
exactly.
That what you're trying to say?
As walls have been since they were created. They were created to be the place in your home where you share ideas. If you like a band, you put the poster up on your wall. That's you sharing it. I like Maroon 5, you're telling the world. So they were sharing an idea about Facebook. They had an idea for Facebook. I went into the room and
what were you doing in the room?
It. It's a dorm. You walk in rooms. You share information with each other.
I don't know a lot of people who just kind of casually walk into other people's dorm rooms.
Well, you don't know a lot of billionaires.
It sounds to me
I'm a billionaire.
Sounds to me more like you were skulking around and wandering into other people's rooms to try to sort of rifle through their personal property.
That is such a negative way of putting things, Scott. I'm sharing information. We all share information. For instance, I was going back into your Facebook archives today, sharing a little of your old information, and I saw that one of your likes is The Big Lebowski. You like
Love
the film,
that film,
The Big Lebowski.
One of my favorites. The dude just speaks to me. He's a hero, in my opinion.
I also like The Big Lebowski, so we can share that information with each other, and that shows that we should probably be friends because we both like The Big Lebowski. Do you understand how that works? So we've created friendship by sharing information. Now, what could be wrong with that?
What's interesting to me, though, is I deleted that from my account probably 2 years ago because I thought The Big Lebowski was getting a little too trendy, and I didn't want people to think that I was, seeking some sort of affirmation because of my association with the film. But how would you have known? You say you were going through it today?
Yes, I'm constantly sharing information. I know,
but that's information that's been deleted. That's information I don't want out there anymore.
Deleted from the public, but not from me, Mark Zuckerberg.
Well, that leads me to my next question, which is Facebook supposedly is invading. There's all these stories out there where Facebook is invading your privacy and sort of gathering information to sell to government agencies, and they're hoarding information to kind of.
I have more friends than the Pope.
Than the Pope? You meaning more than just the Pope, or more than the Pope has?
I have more friends than you could ever imagine. I have more money than you could ever imagine. I have given hundreds of millions of dollars to black children in Newark. And you're accusing me of stealing information? I mean, let's get our priorities straight.
Let us get our priorities straight, because this is not me accusing you. This is me saying that there are people and news stories out there that accuse you. I'm merely a reporter reporting and asking you the tough questions, which is what we do here on Comedy Death
Look, we're all
Radio.
sharing. I'm just a normal guy like you guys. I like normal things. I like the Tyler Perry movies. I like 2.5 Men. I like things that the majority of people like. I'm just a normal punk genius billionaire.
I mean, you haven't even begun to address the fact that Facebook, the privacy issues of Facebook, how they store your information. Some people say that the CIA created Facebook in order to gather information on you, and that basically the government is out there just, big brothering, if we can turn that into a
Big
verb.
Brother is one of my favorite books. George Orwell.
1984 is the book.
What's that? Yeah,
1984
of course,
is the
1984, Animal Farm. Those are some of my favorite books.
Big Brother.
That's the kind of information we can share. And how would we know that without having a Facebook to share information on?
Well, I could just ask you. I could say, hey, what's your favorite book? And you would say Big Brother?
No, I would say, go to my Facebook page. It's none of your fucking business. Go to my Facebook page and find out.
It's none of my... Okay.
It's none of live meat.
So
business.
You don't like the live meat. I'm sensing that you're very you have a problem with people
live connections. People are very flawed in person and more perfect online. Yes, that is.
Do you have a girlfriend?
I have millions of girlfriends.
You have an Asian girlfriend in the movie. Do you? Is that something that you're into?
Yes, that's my fiance. I'm totally into Asians. That's under my likes. What's your relationship status?
I am also have a like of Asians.
You see, we both like Asians. We both like The Big Lebowski. We should probably be friends.
Look, Mark, it's obvious to me that you're just going to try to evade these questions, and this is kind of seeming like a softball type of interview, which I don't mind. I mean, this show does softball type interviews, so as long as you're admitting you're not going to answer any of these questions, we may as well just move on to a list of prepared questions that you gave me.
All right.
It says here that you have a movie review.
Yes, I'm in doing movie reviews these days, so I'd like to read this one. The Social Network. I give it 0 stars. 2 friends down. Worst movie I've ever seen. Boring, predictable. I guessed what the ending was going to be as soon as it started. It was unbelievable, fantastical, implausible, and a big lie. Aaron Sorkin should stick to what he does best. Eating shrooms and writing stories about late-night television sketch shows.
Well, Mark Zuckerberg, this is a very confusing appearance, I have to say. I'm not sure why you came on. It doesn't seem
I came here to share information and let people know that I'm just like one of you.
Well, thank you for your data. I will give you that pleasantry.
Thank you. I enjoy your data as well.
Any last thoughts you want to say, or?
Can I hang out?
Yeah, please hang out.
I'll just hang out.
You have some more data to share with us a little later on the program?
I will.
Okay, great.